Should we talk about Prince Harry? He's withdrawn his libel case against the Mail on Sunday. It comes on the day he was due to hand over relevant documents, but his lawyers have now filed a notice of discontinuance. He was trying to sue the Mail on Sunday for its reporting of his dispute with the Home Office over his security arrangements. You know, remember when he said, I need security to come back to the UK and you owe me it and who's paying for it, etc. That one. Joining me now is royal commentator Rafe Heydel-Mankoo to explain exactly what is going on here. Rafe, thank you very much for coming in on a Saturday afternoon and joining us. What is going on with Harry's legal case?
Well, as you've said, this revolves around a libel case that Prince Harry had brought against Associated Newspapers, the parent group of the Mail on Sunday, for an article in the Mail that claimed that Prince Harry was deliberately confusing and misleading the public in his battle with the Home Office about trying to get publicly funded security. And it really boils down to when or whether he actually made a promise or an offer to pay for the security personally. He alleges that this article damaged his honesty and integrity and would somehow undermine his charity work. Quite how that connection is made is beyond me. But at any rate, last year the lawyers applied to get the judge to issue a summary judgment, which means they wanted the judge to rule on the case without it going to court, some suggesting perhaps they didn't want it to go to trial. The judge last month said no, there's every chance the Mail on Sunday could win this case, so it is going to go to trial. And then we get this sort of bombshell on the day that the last deadline before they have to hand over documents, which is called discovery, where you have to hand over documents that even incriminate yourself. They pulled out of doing that. Now, why they pulled out, we don't know, but it sort of suggests perhaps that they didn't want evidence to be presented, which might corroborate the Mail on Sunday, perhaps, or alternatively, evidence that might have backed up their side, but might also have included other information they didn't want being made public. We don't know. That's pure speculation. What we do know is that this is going to cost hundreds of thousands of pounds to Prince Harry. We know that he won £140,000 recently against Mirror Group for phone hacking, but this will be certainly many times more that we imagine.
It does make you wonder why they left it to the last minute, knowing that they were racking up bills the whole time, and then just to withdraw on literally at the death. Well,
it was in December the 18th, I think, was the ruling from the judge. So perhaps they would, and then you had Christmas, of course. We know lawyers like to take a long Christmas.
Oh yes, that's true.
So I think it was a question of, we'll deal with this when we do, and at the last minute. That's not that unusual in the legal world.
Interesting.
But of course, it's he still has 3 other cases coming up. He's got another case against the Mail Group for phone hacking and obtaining information. Mail Group, of course, he's already won. Mirror Group, rather.
Yeah.
And then also the Sun newspaper, International News, is also doing with a similar case.
Something going on with the Home Office.
And then, of course, on top of that, we have the Home Office that he's trying to still battle with. So he's addicted to the most expensive addiction of all, and that's lawsuits, I think.
Unfortunately, Rafe, we've run out of time because we didn't have time to mention that Harry is now a living legend of aviation.
Up there with Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, not literally, obviously. Thank you very much, Rafe. That's Rafe Heydel-Mankoo, Royal Broadcasting Commentator. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it was so short and sweet.